The life of a football star is not as simple as it seems. Right, you are a successful person, you might have a big contract, but you are also receiving constant attention from those around you, including many fans. And what could some crazy fans do? We all know the sad story of John Lennon. If you don't, be sure to Google it to get the context. What may seem like an actual fairy tale can become a nightmare just in one moment. World football celebrities are very well aware of that, and therefore, they use the services of bodyguards. Today, we would like to tell you who protects the life of Cristiano Ronaldo and his family. What scandal did the Portuguese bodyguards get into recently? Why did they almost find themselves in prison? And why does Ronaldo trust them with the most valuable thing he has? Intrigued? Of course you are. Let's get started. Mates, we will be grateful for your like and any comment under this video. This way, you help this interesting video to be watched by as many viewers as possible. Thank you. On June 21st, an extraordinary piece of news spread around the world. A luxurious Bugatti Veyron worth €2 million was involved in an accident. This headline, though, was especially spiced up by the owner of the car. This is Cristiano Ronaldo's car. Millions of admirers of the Portuguese talent were worrying about their idol. Moreover, the car crash happened in Mallorca, where Chris was having a holiday. Luckily, world media quickly calmed down upon finding out that the driver was not the footballer himself, but one of the attacker's bodyguards. The British tabloid Daily Mail noted that the Bugatti driver lost control and crashed into a brick wall. At the same time, CR7 was driving ahead in another car. Soon, the police arrived at the scene, covered the car with a special blue tarpaulin, and then held it by a tow truck. Whether one of the Ronaldos twins will pay for the damage is still not yet known. Meet Sergio and Jorge Ronaldo, twin brothers who are guarding one of the greatest footballers in the history of the #1 game. What a huge responsibility for these guys. Nevertheless, they are one of the best in their field. That's why they landed such a high-profile job. Both began working with Ron after his grand return to Manchester United in the summer of 2021. The twins hail from Ancião, near the city of Pombal, a 2-hour drive north of Lisbon. Sergio and Jorge worked in the police force, served in the Portuguese armed forces, and guarded local officials. They joined the army straight from the school and ended up in a special forces unit called the Commandos, which was created in Angola in 1962. Besides, they have experience of combat operations outside Portugal. They served in an elite unit that carried out tasks in Afghanistan. Their war cry, Mama Sumai, is taken from a southern Angolan tribe and translates as, "Here we are, ready for the sacrifice." Bodyguards are always seen being next to Ronaldo, but in public places, their presence looks natural. The brothers wear elegant clothes and easily dissolve in the crowd. Sergio and Jorge dress elegantly and look very normal. They are capable of mixing with the crowd, but they are quick to think, see, and act at the right moment, commented an anonymous person to the Mirror about the twins. These two must be great professionals. Their mom, Leonilde, joked in a June 2004 report in the national newspaper Correio de la Mancha. They only come home every fortnight to wash their clothes. Ronaldo's new security team first caught the eye when they accompanied him to Manchester Airport ahead of United's trip to Switzerland for the first Champions League match of the season in September, after being spotted helping the forward with his luggage through the terminal. One of the main tasks of the brothers is to protect Cristiano's house in Manchester, as the Portuguese is concerned about the constant robberies of star footballers all over the world. We haven't heard news about someone robbing Ronaldo, so we can say that the Ronaldo brothers are doing an excellent job. However, they are not at all perfect. Once they were almost put in prison bars. And this is what our next section is dedicated to. At the end of November 2021, Ronaldo brothers hit the headlines of world newspapers. Cristiano Ronaldo's bodyguards are being investigated for working illegally in Portugal, the media claimed. Portuguese celebrity magazine Flash said the twins were hired by Cristiano after they applied for unpaid leave for the PSP police to pursue other benefits. But the couple are being investigated over allegations that they provide illegal close protection in their native country. Portuguese newspaper Observador reports. They are set to face disciplinary proceedings when they return to the PSP. When asked about the investigation, a spokesman for the force said, "We do not comment on cases under investigation. If found guilty, they are to face strict punishment, from 1 to 5 years in prison." However, there has been no updates regarding the case for more than 6 months. This is not the only interesting story revolving around the brothers. Most recently, in June, a rather unpleasant and emotional situation took place with the participation of Ronaldo. One of the twins caused a scandal at the airport of the Spanish island of Menorca, where Cristiano was vacationing. Things took a bad turn right away. When Ronaldo passed through the metal detector in the VIP corridor, the device beeped, and the guard became upset. He raised his voice and gesticulated violently. He blurted out he had been a police officer in Portugal and suggested that the airport staff could call who they wanted. Apparently, he was so outraged by the prospect of additional baggage check. Only the police managed to wrap up the conflict. During the accident, Cristiano stood aside and did not interfere. But half an hour later, he got on a plane with his family. And this makes today's topic, folks. We've told you about the unusual bodyguards of Cristiano Ronaldo, the Ronaldo twins, who have accompanied Ron since his return to Manchester United. Of course, there were other protectors throughout the Portuguese's career. For example, Gonçalo Salgado, a former MMA fighter who was responsible for Cristiano's life in Turin. If you want us to make a video about this guy and unveil all the unknown Turin stories related to Ronaldo and Salgado, then click like. If this video gets more than 5,000 likes, we will surely fulfill your request. Subscribe to the channel and be sure to recommend this video to your friends. Let them find out who Cristiano Ronaldo's bodyguards really are. It was Inside Football. We watch football from a different angle. Have a nice one and see you in a bit.